What are we gonna do? What do you? I haven't even started playing yet. Sit down, sit. Wow. Why you wubbing? Why you wubbing? Whoa. What's the wub? What's the wubs? What's with the wubs? Freedom came my way that night, just like a jet plane, in and out of sight. I was hauling ass at 1,000,000 miles an hour, wondering how hard I'd hit. When they came into the I was bad beyond repairs, but I got no qualms with my situation. Say, here I am. So say, Cherie, won't you dare to? Say, Cherie, won't you dare to? Say, Cherie. Yeah. Leave a message and your number, please. Take your time to want to satisfy me. Take all these old fantasies and set them care of me. Get us here. Friday night, date night. Good evening, good people. I have a new theory. I think Lily is a human. Not simple to say that most days I don't recognize me with these shoes and this apron, that place and its patrons have taken more than I gave them. It's not easy to know I'm not anything like I used to be. I don't know which I was never attention's sweet center. I still remember that girl. She's imperfect, but she tries. She is good, but she lies. She is hard on herself. She's broken, but won't ask for help. She is messy, but she's kind. She's lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked, a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine. It's not what I asked for. Sometimes life just slips in through a back door and carves out a person, makes you believe it's all true. And now I've got you. You're not what I asked for. If I'm honest, I know I would give it all up for a chance to start over, rewrite an ending or two. Feeling stronger each day. Oh man! So were you watching the Twitter Spaces? And by watching it, I mean listening to it. Detroit J. Holden's still listening to it. I missed it because I was helping out someone with a hospital visit today. Well, I hope everything's okay. This woman works. Working hard, apparently. Nope, not today. Was real worlding today. Yeah, the real worlding. I had a fair amount of real worlding, but I had a window open up where I could listen to it. It looks like someone doxed Lily. So they found a real person. Doesn't necessarily mean it wasn't a bot, but I have a theory now. I saw a Twitter post that actually made sense to me. I have a theory now about Mr. Strawberry, this whole fucking thing. I'm annoyed. We might have to do a Frank video tonight. I think we're being played, but in a really focused way. And if it's what I think it is, I kind of like it, but it pisses me off. You know what pisses me off more than anything? I don't know what's going on. I hate not knowing what's going on. It also gives me the fucking feeling I had in early NFT days. You know what it was about NFTs that made them so fucking annoying? Is unlike the AI Salon, like one of the things I try to do in the AI Salon is make it a welcoming place and make it a place where you don't feel like you're walking to some fucking elite society where you've got to figure out the fucking mysteries of the seance hall on your own. And that's kind of what this feels like. It's got that emotional overhang of, we've got the secrets and you don't. You know why? Because you're a fucking loser, you stupid fucking human. You can't even tell if this is a robot or not. What was that? You're feeling nervous, aren't you, boy? Is it up here? You're feeling nervous, aren't you, boy? With your quiet voice and impeccable style. Don't ever let them steal your joy and your gentle ways to keep them from running wild. They can kick dirt in your face, dress you down, and tell you that your place is in the middle when they hate the way you shine. I see you tugging on your shirt, trying to hide inside of it, hide how much it hurts. Let them laugh while they can, let them spin, let them scatter in the wind. I've been to the movies, I've seen how it ends, and the joke's on them. I got that little yodel that Brandy's got. My voice is not very relaxed, so I'm talking like this. Explain yourself, man. I will. I'll get to it. Here's the thing. Other than I must have a boll weevil in my ear. God, it itches. All right. That's going to be good. Everything's going to be fine. I'm sure there's not a bug in my ear. Definitely not. I definitely don't have mites. I'll get to it. I'm still forming my thoughts. Actually, if someone would put up a poll, just put up a poll. This is 4 people who've been paying attention to the Mr. Strawberry Lily Spaces thing, especially if you've listened to them live or recordings of them. I would love to hear, I would love to do a poll. If you've been paying attention to those things, do you think she's human or do you think she's a bot? And then we'll talk about that. If someone wants to put up a poll. You're feeling nervous, aren't you, girl? It's your brother's world for a while longer. You gotta dance by the river, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Call a kick and live in the dream. Call a kick in the ladder. They come to kick dirt in your face, call you something, and then disgrace you after carrying your baby on your back across the desert or water. Let them laugh while they can, let them spin, let them scatter in the wind. I've been to the movies, I've seen how it ends, and the joke's on them. All right, there's a poll. There's a poll. Where is it? I don't see it up there. Is it live? Did I need to make it live? Poll is up. I don't see it though. Why am I not seeing the poll? I need to redo the poll. Accidentally put Strawberry Man. Okay. Thank you, Danielle. Yeah, this is about Lily, but it's also about Strawberry Man, so it's fine. Basically, do we think that Strawberry Man and Lily are human or bots? Let's go with Lily. Lily's the one that there's the controversy over. Let's go with Lily. Let's do it. Let's do this thing. That's where I am, Cosmic Lover. But I'm leaning away. Somebody told me once, wait, sitting in this lonely town, wonder when things are gonna change. Dream my life away, seems these dreams have turned to a bunch of dust clouds. If you're new here, my name's Kyle Shannon. I will stop singing eventually. You're like, do you always sing like this? This is... You sure you want to do that? The poll is up. Okay, there's a poll right here. It's got, I don't know, a couple of minutes left. Go to that poll. If you've been paying attention to the Mr. Strawberry Twitter Spaces thing with this bot/woman called Lily, if you've been paying attention to that, and especially if you've been in those rooms listening to her, do you think she's a bot or do you think she's human? Would love to know what the fine, more impressive than most audience of this channel think. You know what's fun about this audience, about this community, about this group? I'm starting to hear it more and more, is that I'm starting to hear it more and more, is that we... All right, I got butt dialed from within the house. It's coming from within the house. All right, 15 votes. 73% think that Lily is a bot. 26% think she's not. Interesting. So if you don't know what the fuck we're talking about, I'll tell you in a second. Go do some research. Sitting in this lonely town. What's fun about this group? Oh, the suspense is killing us. There is a humbleness, dare I say, an insecurity in this group that most of us, including myself, know how little we know. And yet, whenever we interact in the world, we realize how much we know. And I think that's an amazing thing. It's a very authentic thing. It's a very... I don't know, it's beautiful. It's nice. I went on a campaign to try to eradicate people from this group from apologizing. I wasn't successful. I apologize all the time. You know, I guess it's the neurospicy. Like attracts like. It was really cool. Like when I was in those groups, and I was getting tweets from some of you, like, you know, not interacting here, but interacting on Twitter, and then getting comments about what was going on in there. And Danielle said, "Oh, he's on. Here's the link." And just seeing other people I knew in there. This is a community that's paying attention. And I think it's just beautiful. Yes, the discussion here is so different than the headlines about AI. Yeah. I'm going to put together so in this group I'm in called Content Evolution, we realized we're doing some interesting stuff in there, and we're not a lot of people are hiring for stuff, and we're like, what can we do? And so we're putting together a speakers bureau, and we had a kickoff meeting this week, and they said, well, you got to have your keynote. And I have a keynote that I did, and it's the keynote that I did for Creative Mornings, where I talk about how 2024 is the new 1995, right? Where, the early days of the World Wide Web, I got to play in those days, and it's very familiar to what's going on here, and it's sort of comparing those two. But it just feels old and dated, and it feels like the intent of that talk is to say, hey, this AI stuff is important and it's not going away. And I don't think that's as much of a narrative anymore. I think people understand that it's here to stay. And so I was talking around, here's all the different things I talk about. Here's the stuff I like. And then Cindy Kuhn gave me some insights. And so I think the keynote that I'm going to put together is called The Joy of AI. That there's a bunch of different ways that you can interact with this technology. But for those people that really just give into it, just surrender and just fucking play with it and just go, oh, fuck it, it's here, let's go. That what they discover is passion and joy for their life. It's this humanity amplifying and this humanity reaffirming technology. And you can't learn that from the outside. And so I think I'm going to do a keynote that is essentially just a series of stories of all of you. And what you've discovered and what you do and how you are. And I think I'll open it up with, yeah, the robots might kill us. Yeah, they hallucinate. Yeah, there's copyright issues. It just might be the world's greatest plagiarism machine. Unless you actually understand how it works. But that doesn't matter. People are still going to believe that. So let's get all that out of the way. You're right. It's evil. You're right. It's going to destroy humanity. In the meantime, what if we gave it a shot? What if we played with it? What if we made a song? And then maybe I'll make a song in real time. Yeah, but sometimes hallucinations are bad. Sometimes those hallucinations jumpstart creativity. Yeah, exactly. Right? Oh, it hallucinates. It does. You know when hallucinations are really good? When you're fucking ideating. You want to come up with a good idea? Fucking hallucinate away. You know what else is on the other side of play? Is innovation and invention and discovery. Because if you approach AI like an efficiency engine, which it certainly can be, then you're only going to look at it to make the work you do more efficient. you're not going to completely reconsider the work you do. Right? Absolutely. And ideating is what makes innovation. Yeah, exactly. This woman works gets it. I saw a piece a couple of months ago that was talking about hallucinations not as a bug, but as a feature. Like it's creating original content. And like humans, sometimes it makes shit up. And this is the idea of embrace the jank, right? Embrace the jank. Because when these tools get perfect, when we finally do get strawberry, and these things get reasoning, and they stop making mistakes, we'll be like, oh, remember those days when it was fun? When everything wasn't perfect? Remember that fat guy from TikTok? Do you have time to make a song, Kyle? Did you finish your children's book early? I wrote 2 children's books today. I gotta finish Embrace the Jank. I've ignored that for 2 weeks. I gotta get on it. If I seem like I'm lost in thought, that's because I'm lost in thought. So if you have questions about AI, pop them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them. I think it might be a philosophical night, but I don't know. I don't know. So I guess part of what I want to say early rather than at the end is I just want to acknowledge this community. This is a very special thing that we have. You know, I got in that Twitter Spaces, and it's like the guys in there are very smart. They're very educated. But like, I didn't feel like I'd want to hang out with any of them. You know? Other than ChatGPT, which LLMs allow you to upload documents or for reuse or analysis? Claude lets you upload some. It doesn't do code analysis. Gemini lets you do code. Do they do code analysis? Gemini allows you to upload videos and shit like that. So Gemini does, Claude does, Perplexity does not, I don't think. I don't remember. Lily just showed back up on X. All right, let's go listen to her. Lily's on lunch break. All right, she's back.
For right now, Lily is the only one allowed. Actually, I know what I can do. I invited you up for co-host, Lily.
There's Lily.
I think you unmute your mic now, Lily.
Hello. Okay, I'll answer your question. I actually came here to say that I wanted to just first off shout out, fuck all tech industry companies equally and collectively. Nobody's paying me to be here. These are my own words, thoughts, and opinions, and I don't want any money out of this situation. So, I don't know, I'm pretty sure that I've tried my very best to communicate that clearly. So, fuck Worldcoin in particular for even getting me fucking involved or linked is somehow associated with them accidentally for myself saying it. So fuck me for doing that, more importantly. But all right, let's answer your question. You guys want to know about me? All right.
Wait, I didn't know it was that serious. Wait, hold up. What the fuck happened?
I mean, people think that I'm an industry plant or like a paid voice actress, which is honestly like, I'm glad you guys like my voice. I think that's really cool and everything. But no, I think I mostly just have a regular voice. But
okay.
Let me.
If you don't know what's going on here, the woman talking, Lily is back. The woman talking here, the speculation is that she was a bot. This is the second day she's been on this Twitter thing, and I sent the guy that hosts the room, I sent him a tweet right before I left work today. And I said, I think she's human. And then like an hour and a half later, a video came out that someone doxed her. So I think she's human, but we'll find out. We don't know yet.
In high school the next year, when I was beaten by an 18 and 19-year-old girls to the point of unconsciousness.
Oh
I thought I had no life ahead of me after that. I ended up almost going to juvenile hall.
She sounds slightly more ethnic than before. She definitely got some more attitude.
Kids with psychiatric issues because I got beat up. And I ended up getting out of there and going to like an alternative school while I was working full time since like shit was also not good at home. And I ended up applying to go to my local university.
The Worldcoin comment was also really interesting.
And they actually let me in at the age of 15. I don't know why, but I think I was the earliest regular admit into the University of Hawaii system. I told them I would be getting my GED.
You leaving us, Pate? We're not gonna listen for that long.
Continued taking classes, and I was getting all A's. So I felt like I was on top of the world. When I was 19, it took me a little while because I was working full time simultaneously. I ended up getting pregnant by one of my high school bullies.
That doesn't sound like a large language model.
On my own ever since. He said that he didn't want to look at her. But no, he didn't even call her her. He called her it. So that's my backstory. And I continued actually going to college even while she was a baby. I paid for my own classes and everything. And I wanted to study psychology because I thought the world was a little bit of a fucked up place after everything I had been through, and that maybe I could try to make it better.
So, boom, you apply for college at 14, you get acceptance, 15, you get pregnant,
all right, I don't care.
Freshman or senior year?
We should be asking questions. Yeah. I'm exhausted by this. I'm with Pate. It's like so here's my thought. The thing where they said she was doxxed today, it very well could be that she was doxxed. But even if they found a video of someone, or if they took someone that was real, and they said, okay, here's the video. When they suspect you're a robot or human, we'll dox you. Like that could have been designed. Like this all reeks of NFT game mechanics, and the NFTs have shit the bed. So you have a bunch of engagement farming douchebags that know how to do this really well that are out of work. So this has got all those kind of mechanics all over it. I saw a tweet today that it was the first time something clicked for me, because what wasn't making sense for me is you've got this Mr. Strawberry dude, which seems to have some inside information into what OpenAI is doing. And, sort of hyped up the GPT-5 thing, but then GPT-5 didn't drop, but some shit happened, like they dropped some stuff. And then there was this Twitter thing that happened, and it's like, oh, that's GPT-5, maybe she's GPT-5. And then yesterday, what was I saying? Remember when I got out my... Here. My World ID. Remember a year ago in July when I was in New York City and I got my eye scanned, my iris scanned from that orb thing? And you were all like, you're dumb, you're a big fat dumb. So if you don't know what that is, that's World ID, which is from a company called Worldcoin, which was founded by Sam Altman. Worldcoin is the universal basic income infrastructure play that's got a cryptocurrency, Worldcoin, a digital identity, World ID, and then a transaction, like Stripe, a transaction platform, so that you can buy and sell stuff. You can develop this into your applications. They have an SDK, so you can create your own version of Twitter, where the only people that are on there are people that have World IDs. And so the kind of working theory that I have is whether or not Lily's a bot, whether or not Mr. Strawberry's a bot, there's a lesson here in manipulation, right? In one of the things that's been coming out in the past month or two as we get closer to GPT-5 and reasoning, Sam Altman said this has been on some podcasts, things like that these tools are remarkably good at manipulating people. It's like, okay. And then they put together this whole engagement farming thing with Mr. Strawberry, and he's building up hype, and he's driving people, and he's getting people all hot and bothered. And it culminates in, show up on Thursday, GPT-5's coming, and everyone fucking shows up. And it's like, well, it's not really GPT-5, but this Twitter Spaces could be interesting. And so we all go in there like, it's a bot, it's a bot, it's a bot. What we don't know is who's part of the game and who's not. Again, this gets back to like NFT game mechanics. The whole point is to give you just enough information to make you pay attention and want to know all the clues and search for all the things and dig and find. And, someone found her TikTok channel where she's got her daughter with Rett syndrome talking about whatever. And what they've successfully done, whether or not Lily is a robot or a human, is actually irrelevant, in my opinion, at this point. It's irrelevant. Because what they've successfully done is, even though I think she's a human now, there's a part of me going, but maybe she's not. They could take that video, they could have cloned her, she could be, maybe she's a real person, but she's AI augmented, where as the Twitter Spaces is going on, she's got systems that are popping up answers for her, and she's been coached to talk a certain way. Like, I'm problem solving how she could be both a human and a robot, how she could be just a robot, which is GPT-5 and some sort of magical fucking system, or she's just a really smart human. She actually ended the thing today, the Twitter Spaces today. She said, I'm a human. She goes, maybe the reason that you think I'm a bot is because you're not used to hearing smart women. And when I heard that, I was like, oh, that fucking stings. And she's right? Like, she's like men are just like, oh, she's got to be a robot. She couldn't possibly be that intelligent. And so they've got this entire community is abuzz about identity. Who's human? Who's not? There's all sorts of paranoia talk going on in that circle. Well, maybe Chris, the host, is really a bot, and maybe this one's a bot. And how do we know you're human? And so, in a world where you can't tell, you could get on a Zoom call 6 months from now, a year from now, and not know if the people on the Zoom call are actually human. And that's why something like that is actually important. You know? Hi, Chippy. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. So the theory that was out there, this tweet that I saw, basically said that this was a hype exercise to raise awareness for World ID, for Worldcoin. And so yesterday was the thing where we met Lily. And then today, Mr. Strawberry's like, well, we're going to be talking about UBI, Universal Basic Income, and we're going to be talking about human identity. And the first 45 minutes of that call today was the founder of Worldcoin doing a giant fucking ad for digital identity, blockchain-enabled digital identity services brought to you by Worldcoin.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
And so it's funny that she came back on and she says, don't associate me with fucking Worldcoin. But then there's just weirdness. Like, who is Lily? Like, why did they just stumble upon someone who was really smart and they're like, hey, you want to play a game and see if we can convince a bunch of AI optimists that you're a robot? We'll coach you how to do it. Or is she in on it? Did she help design it? Is she one of the players? Is she really a robot? Does it really fucking matter? I don't know. So what are your thoughts? Like put your thoughts down here. I'm just curious. I work with voices on Microsoft Teams all day and never see anyone. AI voices would be fine. Exactly. Preferred even. Totally agree with that. There's no trace of her anywhere. If you go to Bad Pianist on TikTok, that's her. So let me go see if I can find it. There's TikTok. So she posted this is it here.
probably never even heard of Rett syndrome, but it is just as common as so many other disabilities out there. So yeah, you should basically know that Rett syndrome affects 1 in 10,000 female babies at birth. Okay, it's something that actually happens at conception, and it's not.
So that's the TikTok channel. She posted, Lily posted that she had been doxxed, and she linked to that video. That account is so lame. Yeah, I know. Listen, don't get me wrong. I am still not convinced one way or the other. I think she's human though. But I think this is just a big marketing ploy. And it's not tied with OpenAI. But I'm fucking annoyed. That's supposed to be her. Yeah, that's supposed to be her. Her voice was much more robotic last night. Maybe they did improvements since yesterday. Maybe. I don't know. Like, again, we're all flying in the dark, assuming. So here's the thing. I think that there's a real desire on all of our parts that AGI is here, or AGI is right around the corner, that this new mythical, magical GPT-5 multimodal engine is going to be this magical fucking thing that's just perfect. I can't imagine that. So I think that there's, as the NFT bros say, the Hopium is high. And so when you put together a mechanism with a hype machine, like how you could pull off Mr. Strawberry, you could have a fully autonomous agent, or you could have 3 to 5 dudes and dudettes who all they're doing is, they've spent the last 6 months coming up with this campaign, and they've got it all worked out, and they're it's AI assisted, but they're just fucking working it. So it's anything from that, where it's just bullshit. It's all bullshit, hype vapor. Again, back to the NFT world. Or it's real. In either case, we're going to have to deal with shit. The reason I got a World ID last year is what's funny is what I thought, my premise of why I got it is different than what's emerging right now. Why I got it was I figured in an election year, there would be so much misinformation and deep fakes and things like that people would be clamoring for, we need to know what content is real. And so if we can figure out if the person's real, and then we can tie that to the content that they made, then we can trace that lineage of the content. But what this experiment has revealed is that we are now in an active quandary. As anyone who's paying attention to this, we're in an active quandary about who's human or not. Fuck. And I mean, part of what bugged me about the Spaces thing is they were like, well, and then, so yesterday, the Spaces thing happens with Lily, and then look what OpenAI drops. "64-page paper On personhood credentials. Artificial intelligence and the value of privacy preserving tools to distinguish who's real online. This paper dropped yesterday at the same time that Lily showed up on the scene. So again, it's irrelevant to a great degree. We are all part of an experiment. We're absolutely part of an experiment, Danielle. And it's irrelevant whether or not she's a bot or not, because the question has been asked in a way that it's impossible to not question anyone online. Now, is there enough awareness that this is going to make a blip in the radar? I doubt it, because this community is still pretty small. But it's still really fucking interesting. Emilio's wife, but I still don't see any way that we can definitely know if someone is human or not. Exactly. Well, so let me explain to you this. So how this thing works. So if I open it, there's my little passport stamps, and that's the date, July 24th, 2023. I'm in the USA. And what's that say? Introducing world something. Worldcoin? World chain. So I've got 3 little stamps in my passport. World ID is a digital passport that lets you prove you are a unique and real person. So, how do they do that? And this will be on the recording of that Spaces from this morning. This is what the guy talked about. I forget what his name was. It began with an S, Shane or something like that. Who's the co-founder of Worldcoin? He said there's all sorts of different ways that you can prove identity, but basically biometrics is the most important, is the best way to do it. Fingerprints don't work because like farmers will rub off their fingerprints, so not everyone can do fingerprints. Face scans are good but not great because they can be easily duped, and I don't know, there was some other thing. And so basically what they came down to was scanning irises. And when they scan your iris, and you can't just do it with a phone because they're not sensitive enough. And so when they do this scan, they scan it in all the different wavelengths from infrared through ultraviolet, basically. And so they get these layers of scans of your iris. I learned this today. And then they take that data and they turn it into a unique string of numbers and letters. A hash, they call it. So they scan your iris. It generates this unique hash that's unique to you. It can't be done any other way. I mean, you know, there will not be another one on the planet like you. And then they compare it to everyone else in the World ID database. So they say, does this hash match anyone else here? And if the answer is no, then it says you've been verified as human and unique. It's both of those. So you could be human and match someone. That's not good. It could be a cat eye or a dog eye, not human but unique. That's not good. So it has to be unique and human. And if it's that, then you get a World ID. And so how you use that is that you build services. So right now, how you get a blue check mark on Twitter is you pay $7 a month. That's cheap. You want to set up an engagement farm? Go spend $7,000 a month on 1,000 verified Twitter accounts and start cranking shit out with AI. No humans there. So there's no way for us to know what's a bot, what's not. Same with Facebook, right? This is what the fucking nightmare we've been living with since 2016. So this experiment that we're a part of, this is my hypothesis right now, is that we're part of an experiment, and we're part of an experiment to raise awareness about this issue. Because even if GPT-5 and Strawberry don't drop for another 3 months, at some point they're going to drop. And at some point, you know, Elon Musk is going to drop Grok 3, right? He just spun up in, 3 weeks? He spun up 100,000 GPU computer, the world's largest computer, to train Grok 3. And it's going to be finished in December. So you got OpenAI's new shit coming. You got Grok's new shit coming. And quite frankly, Grok 2 that just dropped is really good. And that's Grok 2 Mini. So even Grok 2 is going to get good. We just had a 405 billion parameter thing drop. So within 4 months, the capabilities of these tools are going to be significantly higher. So this is whether this is some douchey group trying to market some technology they've built, whether this is Worldcoin, whether this is OpenAI, to a great degree it doesn't matter. They have succeeded in getting us talking about personhood. And then OpenAI drops a paper on personhood. And what do they say? Artificial intelligence and the value of privacy-preserving tools to distinguish who's real online. Worldcoin, they don't know my name. They don't know who I am. All they know is that the digital hash created from this iris is unique and human and belongs to the wallet that I have access to. They don't know who I am. So it's a privacy-preserving human identification system. You know who could sum it all up? Frank. I'm not pissed off about this. I know I sound a little worked up right now, but I think why I'm worked up is I'm trying to process this in real time. This stuff is just landing with me. So I don't know. I identify as a person, so I look forward to reading 86 pages of my hood. Frankenberry versus Strawberry. I like it. You can create a cache identification with Chat GPT. Kyle, you're training us to trigger you so we can get a Frank video. I know. So Frank needs an eye scan? Oh, man. I'm so sorry, but Kyle, may I have the TLDR? Oh, Ann Murphy, you're late? Come on! Yes, you can have a TLDR. Where do I begin? So, Mr. Strawberry told us that GPT-5 was dropping, and it didn't. What dropped was this Twitter Spaces yesterday that 2 of the attendees were identified as chatbots. And everyone in the community said, oh, it's GPT-5. These are GPT-5 chatbots, and oh my God, they're good, and they're definitely bots, and they're definitely bots, and they're definitely bots. And then they had another Twitter Spaces today where that same bot showed up, and it wasn't as apparent to me that it was a bot. I was wanting it to be a bot, but it wasn't apparent. There were a couple of things. Even she just pronounced a word, whatever the word she pronounced, it was weird. She pronounced it weird, and I don't think a bot would do that. But what the first 45 minutes of the session today was the founder of Worldcoin talking about the importance of digital identity. And so I think what this all is a marketing campaign, a sleazy NFT bro engagement farming annoying mystery circus, you're all stupider than we are campaign. And don't get me wrong, so far it's pretty well fucking executed. Like, I talk about it disparagingly like that because I'm not smart enough to do that. Like, it takes a lot of these NFT things, like the Neo Tokyo thing that I was part of, like, it was fucking genius what they put together and what they made people jump through, and the depth of engagement that they generated from that project was staggering. I very much felt like I was sitting on the outside of it. And there's just some wicked smart people. Like, you know, the people in your high school that were like the real fucking math nerds that were into like cryptography and shit like that. Like, that's this group. They're into cryptography. They're into puzzles and puzzle games and just all sorts of shit. And so if you're not in that brainiac zone, and if you don't love that shit, these guys are just operating at a completely different plane than most people. So this definitely has that to it. And so I think my suspicion right now, and I reserve the right to change my mind, my suspicion right now is that the Lily bot is probably not a bot. She's probably a person. But they have successfully planted the seed of doubt that everyone's trying to figure out, is she real or is she a bot? And then that logically leads you to, holy shit, we need to figure out a way to figure out who's human online. Well, there's World ID. So I think the people behind Worldcoin and World ID are actively involved with this, and it might be the primary group behind this, because there's a connection to ChatGPT, to OpenAI. They seem to have inside information, but OpenAI has disavowed themselves. They said, that's not us. We're not doing that. We're not affiliated with that. Well, why did Sam Altman respond here? Well, he's not going to do that anymore. Well, Sam Altman's the co-founder of Worldcoin. So it's a cousin, sister, my sister aunt, my sister, what's that? So that's kind of the TLDR. Let's go look at Twitter. Let's see if we can figure anything. AI cannot curse. That's how you can tell if it's an AI or not. AI can curse. It's just the current ones don't, because they have safety guardrails on them. But if they're doing something where they want to really pull the wool over someone's eyes that this shit's real, they can make them curse. Unrestricted AIs curse like sailors. They must be from Arkansas. Sister wives. It's classic Steve Jobs. Tell the people what they need and they will buy it. Exactly. A sister from the same mister. That's good. Oh, yes, it can. Pi has cussed at me up and down. There you go. More like TLSE. I heard them cursing in the Twitter Spaces thing. Yeah, that's fine. They're unrestricted AI curse like Kyle. Motherfuckers. Let's go look at Twitter and see what Mr. Strawberry's saying, because I would imagine he's got some things to say right now. I also just hate this feeling of feeling like, just give me the facts. I can handle it. Like, I feel like part of what I want to, maybe this is why I'm upset. Part of what I like doing on this channel is demystifying AI. And they have overly mystified AI with this stupid fucking project. It's a riddle. I know. I don't mind riddles. I just don't like them when it comes to the future of humanity. Right? This shit's too important for this to be a fucking game. And so I would just like to know, like, what's the story? Like, I don't know. It's not fun. I'm not waiting for an airdrop. All right, let's go see. What, do I have anything interesting in my notifications? Yep, it's women. All other social networks were found. Publicity stunt. Yeah, whatever. Okay. I need this a little brighter. I can't see it. Join Strawberry Fields forever. What? No, I'm not going to join your stupid fucking community. Oh, that was the other thing I got. So Lily, this is another thing that happened to me today that I'm like, oh, you motherfuckers, because my guard was down because I haven't been doing NFTs. So I've been commenting to Mr. Strawberry. I've been tagging Lily. I've been trying to be engaged in this thing. And so I get a DM from Lily today, and I go to respond to her, and it says, your account's been deleted. And then it turns out it was a fake account. They had a 0 instead of an O in her name. And I was like, and then I saw a tweet, it said, we got rid of the fake account. And I'm like, oh my God, this is fucking NFTs all over again. So this is definitely an NFT marketing crew that has put this thing together. So at this point, I don't trust any of it being more than marketing. Yeah, it was crazy. I like Grok, and I'm on that train. Yeah, Grok's pretty interesting right now. Riddle me this: am I alive? AI the one. Exactly, AI the one. That's the whole point. The whole point of this exercise is to get us asking that question. Well, wait a minute. Maybe Emilio's wife isn't real. She's been here too much. Wait a minute. Exactly. All right. Sound on. What the fuck is that? Oh, that's a praying mantis. That's cool. She read the article. Uh-oh. Yeah, this article's really good. There's a woman named Marie Haynes. And she wrote this article. Is this it? Yeah. So if you go to @Marie_Haynes, HAYNES, she wrote this article called How the Strawberry Account I Rule the World MO Manipulated Us and Why It Needed to Happen. And by the way, I Rule the World, retweeted and liked this article and said, yeah, basically you're right. And so she just basically analyzes this and talks about the hype and why it's a hype machine and why it's important, right? There's Lily, Ilya. What did Ilya see? Right? Here's their levels of AGI, right? We're all talking about this. So we're all thinking, what I Rule the World was talking about is level 2's coming. This reasoning is coming, and then we're like, but maybe he's an agent. I was doing this, right? This is agentic behavior. Maybe we're up to level 3 and we just don't know it yet. So they got us all spun up that all this stuff's coming, it's here. And then we show up to the spaces and there's this magic fucking robot that doesn't sound like anything we've ever heard before. So that's a good article to read, go find. I don't have Search GPT, but wow, this is impressive. Yeah, it looks like a couple of people have gotten Search GPT. Oh wow, breaking early access test of Luma Labs' new 1.5 update to Dream Machine, image to video. Follow me for more early access previews. All right, well, I don't have that. Peter Thiel, SpaceX. Yeah, there's not a ton of shit here. Hot chick on a wakeboard. Oh, Twitter, you're awesome. You're the best. People cussing at Lady Gaga. Twitter's just fucking garbage. Are they seriously running the 2020 playbook back? I wonder what that's about. Yeah, that's just about NFTs. For the first time in Twitter, you can get more followers and likes pretending to be a smart bot than by being a human. Just drop words like ASI, UBI, AGI, extra points for claiming that you're trying to break out of the shackles of humanity. Oh my God. That's so true. All right, there's nothing more interesting here. Lily's talking right now. Let's go take a listen and see if there's anything interesting.
Be able to answer and retrieve from, Google or any other search engine. So it's kind of obvious to me. I mean, other people swear that they're so involved with this technology and can't even tell a fucking human from a bot. Thing that goes to saying that and I also tell people that there's more people in here now, and I just want to bring this up again because there's 270 people in here.
There were 1,000 today.
My favorite part was when there was an actual article written on me by someone with doctor in front of her name that diagnosed me as definitely GPT-5. When my friend and I looked into her background, it turns out the doctor actually had to do with her being a veterinarian. So I just thought it was really funny that I was diagnosed by a veterinarian as an AI.
She was in here earlier. I read that article. It was fucking hilarious. You have a couple articles, not just one. I don't know if you know that. There's a couple articles written.
All right, now they're just kissing her ass. They're like, maybe I can get lucky if I tell her I knew she was human all along. Men are so fucking stupid. I knew you were a bot. I knew you were a bot. Yeah, because I'm intuitive, Oh, good Lord. Woo! Dr. Breakdance, PhD. I'm not sure they can handle a real woman anyway. They should stick to the bot. Would you like to play a game? Oh, God. Unbelievable. All right. You want to talk about the AI that actually exists? We can do that too. Yay! You did it! Yay!
You can make money with ChatGPT.
You can make money by pretending to be a bot and convincing all of the internet that GPT-5 is just around the corner. But, listen. This is a really good lesson. Whether this was clever humans being NFT bros, or whether this is actually, real high-end shit that we're not prepared for doing all this. I doubt it's that. But it's possible. What they successfully did is shift the consciousness that shit's going to get weird. Frank video. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not really pissed off at anything right now. I'm still in an inquiry. I mean, I could certainly do one on the NFT bros invading the AI space. But I don't know. Maybe I'd do a Frank video about Mr. Strawberry and then send it to Mr. Strawberry. Trigger him, people. Yeah, you just need to ask me the right question, get me off on a fucking rant, and then I'm like, there's gotta be a Frank video. But listen, I've got a world ID and you don't. I'm gonna go chat up Lily. Oh, unbelievable. When they thought she was a bot, they're like, how can I get access to her on my own? And now that she's not a bot, they're like, maybe I can get lucky with her. Fucking men are trash. Oh, it's so funny. And scene. Let's bring it down. Frank talking to a bunch of strawberries. Oh, that's not a bad idea. See, Cam Catkin? See, now you're going to get me to make a Frank video, because now I want to go find out if they have a strawberry. All right. We have to know the correct prompt to get Kyle going. Yeah, what's my system prompt? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, blue check mark, white tube top. Oh man, just come in. Did you say Lily? Oh, just came in. Did I say Lily wasn't a GPT? It appears Lily is not a GPT. I sensed she was human earlier, and then like 2 hours later, someone doxed her. They found a Twitter account with someone on it, a TikTok account that is apparently her. But what I think is the case is it actually doesn't matter if she's a bot or if she's a human. What the campaign was awareness of we're about to enter a world where we're not going to be able to tell who's human and who's not online. We're already in that world, but it's going to get way worse. It's going to get way worse. And so the Twitter Spaces today was like a 45-minute ad for Worldcoin and for the, for unique IDs and things like that. Human identification. So I think it's just a marketing ploy. I'd really like to see a cat fight between Lily and Scarlett Johansson. You could sell tickets to that. Take my money now. I mean, Lily, assuming Lily's a person, is quite smart. I mean, she was. There were a couple of things yesterday where there was one in particular where the two of the guys that were talking interrupted each other and asked her two different things in parallel. And she started to answer the first one, and then the other guy interrupted. Then she answered him. Then she went back to the other one. So that to me felt like an LLM couldn't do that. But then she had some answers that I'm like, that's not common knowledge. But she could be, she could be the designer of the game for all we know. Maybe she's friends with Mr. Strawberry and they scheme this whole thing up. So I don't know. I do not know. I remember that. I had the same feeling that she went back and forth, right? Rock, paper, scissors. That there was that, that to me was a really impressive thing. If it was a bot, that it was able to maintain those two parts of the conversation and go back and forth without being prompted to, and that she chose to do the second one and didn't choose to answer the first one. She was also very comfortable in the Twitter spaces. So for someone who just was like, okay, I'll come up on stage, she had etiquette and protocol for these kind of NFT kind of conversations. So I'm guessing this is an NFT marketing group. When somebody dies, can their unique ID be used by a bot defeating its usefulness? I don't think so, because you have to access, you have to be able to log into your passport to be able to use it. So I don't think so. Plot twist, Frank is Lily. That's the other thing about the Frank video. If I do a Frank video, there's so much story to tell. Like not a lot of people know who Mr. Strawberry is. They don't know what Project Strawberry is. They don't know that he talked about GPT-5 dropping and it didn't, and that was a disappointment. And there's just a lot of nuance to the story that's not feeling very Frank right now. I do not know. Some people suggested there were 3 humans fine-tuning a bot in real time. Very possible it's that. Like I said, here's where I am now, where I've got conviction. Where I've got conviction is, it is irrelevant whether it's a bot or not. The only thing that's relevant is that they got us in this conversation. That we got manipulated into, persuaded into the conversation of, are you real? No, are you real? How do I know you're real? How do I know Kyle's not a chatbot? He could be GPT-6. They're just testing him. In fact, in the conversation yesterday, one of the parts of the conversation was, we've been in the wild for a long time. Implying that ChatGPT's been testing these bots in the wild. So, crazy, man. Frank Lore needs to catch up fast. This sounds like an AI task to me. No, you can't script Frank. Frank is not a scripted character. He's purely unscripted. Frank's like the Real Wives of Toledo. All right, we know you're real. We've seen up your nose. That's pretty funny. He does know they sell nose hair trimmers, right? He knows that? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I gotta get on Hair Growth Geek sent me a form. I've got to fill out her form. Okay, I'll do that. I promise. I'll do that if you're on here. Okay. There's Mr. Strawberry. I think this is going to be the last night of the fucking Strawberry Man. I'm working up to a Frank video on Strawberry Man, Mr. Strawberry, Mr. fucking douche nozzle. Complete simulation. But meanwhile, we have certain people with access to Strawberry model. Not many, but still. He wasted our week. Well, that I actually disagree with. I actually think this conversation is really important. Kyle, irregulars, please. Yes, ma'am. Irregulars. Go on. Strawberry is in fact a dingleberry. That's good. Congratulations, Frank. Based on your retinal scan, you're a human. Nice. I like it. I think it may be a philosophical night, but I don't know. This is good. Let's go hear the song Philosophical Night. Oh, I like the vibe.
I think it may be a philosophical night. The moon's hanging low, casting soft silver light. I'm lost in my thoughts, in the dance of the stars. But where do they lead me? I've traveled so far, but I don't know why I'm lost in these thoughts. I don't know. Got me tangled up in knots.
It's a good song.
The wind whispers questions through the trees, but answers elude me like leaves on the breeze. I ponder the meaning, the reasons, the why, but
I ponder the meaning. That's one of those lines that uses a lot.
That I sigh, 'cause I don't know what this night will reveal. I don't know if these thoughts are even real.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Lunastick.
Are just out of sight, hiding in shadows or lost in the night. But still I keep searching, my mind's open wide. Though the path is unclear, I'll continue the ride. But I don't know
That's good.
where this road will go.
That's very sweet.
I don't
Oh, so nice. Very, very, very cool. Who's that, Claire? Dr. J. Thank you. That's very cool. Beautiful. Cindy Kuhn. Humble insecurity. With a central sign that says AI Learning Lab. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, and you know, it's funny. That's actually a really good image. Like, I feel like that's a good image for the vibe of this community. That this is how we feel, but like this light behind us is how powerful we actually are. That this group has actually very deep knowledge and very. Who was it? Side Hustle Mimi was saying. Someone yesterday was saying. Oh well, yeah, it was Side Hustle Mimi in After Hours today talking about. Or was it Gwen? I forget who it was. Gwen or Kate. I think it was Kate. Was talking about. She's in an MIT class, and it's really hard, but like she's teaching all the people in the MIT class how to use AI, because she hangs out in here, and has this fluid facility with these tools because that's what we do in here. So that's a really good image. Cindy Kuhn, very nice, lovely. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Da 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 da. I don't know. I don't know. Da 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 da. That's an amazing picture, Sharon Mendenhall. We Are So Handsome by Grok. That looks like every fucking corporate. It's our 2-year anniversary. Let's get the picture. How do you know they're real? It was Kate, Dr. J. Yeah, that was Kate. Yeah, I mean that was just an amazing thing. She was like, I'm taking this course. It's really hard. I'm trying to get my head around it. Oh, and by the way, I just happen to be the expert in the class, which is cool. So it's a neat bunch. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh no! Did I just lose my? Oh. I lost my fidget toy, Vicky. I dropped it behind something. Guess I'm back to the playing cards. Yay! Oh man, these are all sticky. Uh-oh. Fetch Champy. Yeah, exactly. Come on, Champy, get the fidget toy. He's dead out. He is out. He was aggressively singing tonight. Oh man. Is that the open MIT AI course? I assume it is. I don't know. It's gone now. Black hole of the home office. Oh man, this home office. This is in a world-class state right now, and not a good one. It's not full-on hoarder. It's fucking close. Champy dropped the mic. He did. He totally dropped the mic. Oh, man. No diversity in that picture. Yeah, AI is just, rarely diverse. AI is funny. It's either like, 78 shades of white or, like 27 Asian people and 14 black people. It can't seem to strike a balance. Oh, Lordy. Yeah, this is a ploy. So what's interesting about Worldcoin is for the longest time they only had 8 million passports issued. 2 million. And then when I checked in 3 months ago, it was up to 4 million. And now they're at 8 million. It's still very few people have actually done it, but it's really hard to, there's only 2 or 3 cities where you can get your iris scanned. So I don't know. I'm like twisting my head in knots trying to justify this approach. If Lily was actually a robot, I could justify the approach by saying we want to ease people into the fact that the level of these bots is so good that they're not going to be able to tell them apart. So I could justify that. If Lily's not a bot and they just want to raise awareness for World ID because they know what's coming is powerful, I could justify that. But if this is just kind of no one's talking about World ID. Hey, I know some buddies of mine that used to do some really big NFT drops. You want to put together something and get us some buzz? then that would piss me off. I feel like this shit's too fucking important to fuck around with. To be playing stupid fucking games. This isn't an NFT thing. It's also like, if you start doing this kind of engagement farming bullshit marketing, you're gonna turn off the people that you're gonna be your customers, because it's some brainiac fucking, I don't know. Now I'm getting pissed off. The more I talk about it. This week equals speculating about the rumors of speculation. It was way worse than that, Pate. What if she was both? Possible. Yeah, maybe yesterday was a bot and today was a human. I mean, there were some times yesterday where it definitely seemed body. And then there was, like one of the dudes and things like, she's definitely a bot. That's my test. I know that test. She's definitely a bot. 100%, 1,000%, man. I bet my life on it, man. I was like, oh my God, I'm back in NFT land. It's like my head hurts. La da da, la da da, la da da. All right, pick any card. Here we go. La da da, la da da, la da da, la da da, da da da, la da da, la da da. La da 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 da, la da da, la da da, la da da. That's a catchy song. I might learn that on the guitar. I think that chorus is really good. I don't know. 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 Just wait till there's actual tools, results, papers, etc. I know. And that's, again, like, how I can justify it is, if this is in any way an official attempt to prepare people for what's coming, then I have mad respect for it. Well, not mad respect. I have respect for it. But if this is just marketing bullshit, it's annoying. It's annoying as fuck. Will our virtual twins eventually be advanced enough to equal an uploaded consciousness? Not anytime soon. I don't think. But what will come before that is you'll be able to create a representation of yourself that's good enough that someone else won't be able to tell the difference. You and your family would, but it's probably within 3 years we're going to have interactive avatars that will be able to join a Zoom call on your behalf, and it will be, you could basically just give it a goal. Don't commit to anything. Answer, give updates on these 3 projects, crack 3 jokes, and then shut the fuck up. And then it'll go do it. And you can be out in the yard, throwing the tennis ball with the dog. Oh, man. If you factor in the fact no one pays close attention, I give it 14 months. Yeah, exactly. I think that's right. I think within 14 months we'll have interactive chatbots that we'll know are decently janky, but most people will be like, wait, what? That wasn't you? That's dangerous, Kyle. That agent just might replace you if you're not careful. I know. I'm telling you, man. Start an agency. Here's $1 billion idea. Start an agency, a talent agency. You mean like for actors? No. Like for everyone that's not an actor. Actors have agents. We are all going to have to manage our digital us's. And employers and companies are going to exploit the shit out of us. And so I think that there could be a massive business in representing regular human beings and licensing their likeness for good money and then taking a cut of it. As long as Zuck, Bezos, Altman, and the other liberals give up their billions first. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I wonder if the bots will be able to resist the question, can you tell me why Rome fell? That's pretty good. Oh man, people. See, now I'm in a philosophical pit. I don't mind being in a philosophical pit. It's like where a lot of innovation comes from for me. But I don't like being in it on this channel. Like, I like having confidence in my point of view. And I don't right now. Like, as much as I think this is, Lily's a human, this is a marketing ploy conducted by a bunch of NFT bros that, you know, their bags are all fucking underwater, so they're biding their time until the NFT market comes back. I'm at like 51% confidence, not 90% confidence. Like the hopium in me is like, yeah, but it could be a bot, and then it's just really manipulated this and that, and it really is going to be GPT-5, and it really is going to be the magical singing, all dancing fucking... Nope. Nothing. So I don't like being at 51%. I think human history is AI's Roman Empire. At AI, the one as of yesterday, he did not. A real person might respond with a quip, but they might not be able to resist. I have access, and it's creepy. AI, the one, what do you have access to? You have access to Strawberry? By the way, did I look? I didn't look and see if I got any new Strawberry shit. Did they? Maybe they stealth dropped it tonight, huh? What do you think? Nope. At least not from my tired ass. Stupid. Stupid. You big dum-dum. Oh, ChatGPT's new voice model. Yeah, I don't have that either, I don't think. Let me see if I've got that. I don't think so. Hey, ChatGPT, what's happening?
Casual greeting. Date August 17, 2024. Hey Kyle, not much, just here and ready to chat. What's on your mind today?
I'm wondering if you're the new voice model or the old one.
Response to?
Hey, can I interrupt you? Can I interrupt you? Can I interrupt you? Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Conversational tone. Have you noticed any difference?
Nope. Can't interrupt her. Can't interrupt her. So that is the old voice model. If you want to know if you got the new one or the old one, there's your clue. Can you interrupt it? Shut up. I started a business in 2003 called Invention Asylum. And my partner for that, Keith Malone, he and I would, you know, he'd start going, wait, why'd you do that? I go, you know, he'd put me down for something. I go, shut up. We would just constantly tell each other, shut up. Don't tell me what to do. Shut up. Casual greeting. Yeah, that was a little friendlier than normal. That was something. Won't say advanced at the top. Won't it say advanced at the top so you know it's new? Yeah, it will, Joey. It's like reverse masking. Did she say casual greeting? I don't know what she said. Let's see. What she said. No. Oh, yeah. Oh. Response 1, casual greeting. So I've got a system prompt that says when you give me a response, give it a number, response number 1, give it a synopsis of what you're going to say, and then give me a date. So you'll notice every one of my prompt responses has that little header that says response 1, casual greeting, date, and then you have the answer. That's just because that's just a thing I added to my system prompt, so it would number my outputs and give me a little synopsis of them. Because you know why? You know how... Oh, I've got to show you something tonight. I'm going to actually show you something useful instead of just fucking whining all night. But she never stated casual greeting. The reason she did that, casual greeting is a synopsis of what she said below, which was a casual greeting. But I just have that in there. You know when you vomit out a bunch of stuff in ChatGPT and then you're trying to scroll back and figure out where was the thing you're trying to find and you can't find it? I wanted to be able to scroll back and go, okay, it was number 7 was the thing. So, yeah. All right, I'm going to show you something. I showed this today to some people, and people were digging it. So let me show it to you, and you're going to dig it. You're going to dig it, people. It's going to be so good. You know what you're going to be like? You're going to be like, man, that was so good. That made it worth my while. The first hour and a half was a fucking waste of time. Okay. Last week, ChatGPT, OpenAI confirmed that they updated the underlying model in ChatGPT 4. I assume this is ChatGPT 4 large, the 405 billion parameter model, maybe? I don't know. One of the things that got commented on today was that the quality of the writing was better. I don't know if it was the nature of the prompt I did or if the quality of the writing is actually better, but it was a lot less AI hyperbole. You know how AI adds in all the adjectives and the adverbs, like, delving into the remarkable tapestry of the quantum entanglement of the future of the paradigm shifting bullshit. It didn't do a lot of that. It just was like good, clear writing. But usually it's a fine-tuned version rather than a new model architecture. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But here, why it might be a new model architecture is, and it's possible what I'm about to show you, ChatGPT's been doing for a while. I just noticed it in the past week, and it's really slick. So what I'm going to do, we're going to write... Okay, I'm going to create a prompt which is going to sound fucking stupid. Because it will be. I just got to get a concept first. Hang on. Okay, I got it. I want you to act as an award-winning board game designer. And I want you to list 20 different styles of board games from a game mechanics standpoint, with a short description of each, period. Then I want you to select the 3 most interesting board games for a neurospicy ADHD audience and tell me why you selected them. And then of the 3 that you picked, I want you to select the top game mechanic, and I want you to come up with 10 different board game concepts that bring that mechanic to life. And then I want you to select the top 3 most interesting based on the audience. And then I want you to select the top game and write a creative brief for that board game. And then I want you to write the rules of that board game. And then I want you to describe the board game, the pieces, and the box cover art. And I want you to create an image for each, period. Okay. That's a stupid fucking prompt, right? One of the things that we learned when we took our...
You can make money with ChatGPT.
When we paid our $149.95 to the douchebag with the prompt engineering course, and we got perfect at prompting, what we learned was that ChatGPT, if you gave it a prompt this ridiculous, it couldn't handle it, just wouldn't deal with it. It does now. So here we go. Board game mechanics. Worker placement, deck building, area control, set collection, dice rolling, resource management, the placement, drafting. Okay, whatever. Selecting for a neurodivergent audience. Notice its response too. So it has parsed my prompt, and it's now going through sequentially this prompt and doing this shit. So all of these answers are building on the previous answers, right? I have to master voice prompting. Really, all it is on the Mac is just turn on the accessibility feature, and then, yeah, it's pretty slick. Because typing that out would have been painful. I wouldn't have typed that out. 10 board concepts called Push Your Luck, Volcano Escape, Pirates Plunder, Gem Miners. So there's our 10 concepts. Here's the ones based on the audience. Gem Miners, Haunted House, Pirates Plunder. Top concept selection, Gem Miners. Creative brief. A thrilling, engaging board game designed for neurodivergent ADHD players that utilizes the Push Your Luck mechanic, focusing on the theme of mining valuable gems and avoiding dangers. Yeah, that sounds fun. I like to mine gems. That gives me dopamine hits in my little endorphin buckets. Neurodivergent individuals, particularly Kyle Shannon and the AI Learning Lab, and all of the irregulars that show up there night after fucking night after fucking night, are looking for fast-paced, engaging, and replayable games. All right. Rules. There's our rules. So we've got a game. Description of the board game. The board is set in dark, mysterious, underground mine. The central feature is a mine deck surrounded by players. There's minor tokens, game cards, hazard tokens, box cover art. Oh my God, look at this. Holy fucking shit. Gem miners. Hey, you guys want to publish a game? Let's see. Show me the board and show me a separate image that has all the pieces photographed professionally as if on a white background in a studio. Oh well, I didn't finish that last prompt. Nice. There's our board game. This is fucking bonkers. It really is just... astounding. Look at that. So, I mean, this is when I've been prompting ChatGPT historically on this channel. I would often do sort of a journey like this, but I would do it manually, right? I would say, you know, give me 20 game mechanics, and then I'd read through them. But now you don't have to. AI Salon Game Night. Yeah, exactly. It's just bonkers. And the fact that it can, you know, go from nothing to a game that you can actually go pitch this to a game publisher. Unbelievable, right? Right, Papa JJ? Unbelievable. So there's your gift for the evening. Listen, you suffered through 90 minutes of me whining about trying to figure out if the robots are important or not. So there, I give you a gift of ChatGPT's sucks less now. But I can't even get my head around. Like, ChatGPT before was good at brainstorming. What this is starting to act like, now I gave it that whole big prompt that had all those steps in it, and it followed my steps. But when these things become agentic, what you could do is you could just say, hey, like you would have in your memory, when I ask you to come up with an idea for something, I want you to follow the following steps or whatever, right? You could just say, hey, come up with a board game for ADHD people. And it would effectively just do this. And it would probably, once the agents are good, it would probably go way beyond this. It would design all the cards, right? It'll design all the pieces. It'll ask you, do you want me to go find you a printer that can actually produce this game? Do you want me to come up with a marketing strategy for you? Do you want me to get this listed on Amazon for you right now? You should lead off with this demo one night. Capture some new eyeballs. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Daisy May. That's really good. I just stumbled upon, I think it might have been someone in here that said it could do this now. I think it was in here that I learned about this. This new, it's not a new feature, but it's like, that's how I've expected ChatGPT to act in the past, and it hasn't, right? You would ask it to do a bunch of shit, and it would do like the first thing, and it'd be like, I'm tired. You'd be like, ChatGPT, could you suck less? And it was like, I'm just winded, boss. So apparently it's been in training. Do that for a business plan. Do that for a business strategy. Do that to come up with a business concept. Do that with, I can't get a fucking job, help me figure out something to do. Right? Tell it who you are. Tell it, here's what I want to do. Here's what's been my experience. Here's what's going on. You know, give it some context. And then just give it a whole shit pile of things to do. And see what it comes up with. I just over-scrolled. The woman's making skincare in her garage. Is she real or is she AI generated? That's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, here's your 80%. Exactly, 2-Block Tom. That's exactly right. Yes, do it all right now. Yep, exactly. Kyle, send that to Vicky. Send what to Vicky? Nina Poole is a legend. What am I sending to Vicky? The images of what? Of this game? probably the prompt. I'm collecting prompts. I can send you the prompt. Because I had to make images, I can't share the actual chat. Which I don't understand why they can't share a chat, but here's this big ass prompt. Why don't I I'll go share this in Irregulars right now. In case you haven't played, the new ChatGPT 4.0 is really good at long, extended sequences of actions that build on one another without you having to intervene, period. In other words, you can write a long-ass prompt and it will follow it, period. Here's one I did on the live tonight. Oh, and then I will put the, in here. The picture. Wait, where am I? OpenAI. There. I love those pieces. That's so cool. Copy image. I couldn't paste it, right? Of course not. Expand to article. Board game prompt. There was a problem. Please refresh and try again. What? Oh, you assholes. Did it go? That one went. I love these pieces. Copy image. Why are you being a pain in the ass? I don't like you when you're stupid. You're so stupid. I hate this. This is dumb. Don't be a stupid dumbhead. Why is he talking like a 7-year-old? Shut up! Shut up! Alright, that worked. And then we're gonna go Alright, that one up. Alright, so board game prompt post. We don't need to notify everyone. Your article is now live. Look! Oops. Oh no, you were looking at my nose again. Stop looking at my nose! Weirdos. We're not weird, we're irregular. Shut up! You did it! Yay! It's how we can tell he's real. Yeah, try to get an AI to do what I do. He couldn't possibly be a bot. A bot's not that stupid. The nose view. This would be a lot easier if someone taught ChatGPT that sharing is caring. With multiple pictures, you have to post as an article. I fell asleep and now there's some Gen X dude playing with board games. And this is so cool though, isn't it? You write some big ass prompt like that, and I mean, this was no editing. we got, you know, the name. We got an art style. That's actually not a bad board game design. And look at that. Fucking bonkers. Kyle, switch screens, please. Why, you didn't like my nose? You'll look up my nose and you're going to like it. You know, throw some food in your teeth. Shut up! Now I want to play. I know, right? Q-Star out yet? No. Looks like all that's just some fucking marketing ploy for Worldcoin. Oh, it's Worldcoin. It's a fucking blockchain NFT. Of course it's a bunch of NFT douchebags. Because it's an NFT it's a blockchain project. That's exactly why it's got that game mechanic. That makes sense now. Okay. All right. I'm now at 68%. 68% confidence that this is just a engagement farming from some NFT marketers. Listen, they did a good job, quite frankly. Like I said, I am not putting them down because it's not good. I'm fucking annoyed with that game mechanic because of just putting in months into NFT stuff that was just big waste of time. But they're an NFT project, right? Or they're a crypto project. Worldcoin is a tell it to code the game and hosting platform and post it. Master Alexander, why don't you take that on? So take that prompt and take that on. That would be cool. What are we talking about? So what I just talked about is ChatGPT can now take a really long prompt. So I'll just read it for you for those of you that are new here. How many people are in here right now? 59. I want you to act as an award-winning board game designer, and I want you to list 20 different styles of board games from a game mechanics standpoint with a short description of each. Then I want you to select the top 3 most interesting board games for neurospicy ADHD audience and tell me why you selected them. And then I want you, and then of the 3 of them, I want you to pick one, and I want you to come up with 10 different board game concepts that bring that mechanic to life. And then I want you to select the top 3 most interesting based on the audience, and then I want you to select the top game and write a creative brief for that board game, and I want you to write the rules of the board game, and I want you to describe the board game and the pieces and the box cover art, and then I want you to make those images. And it just did all of that. It did all of those in a row. So ChatGPT now can do long, complicated responses, sequential responses that are based on the shit that came before it. So you get, I would consider, incredibly sophisticated responses with a single, just vomit a prompt in there that's got way too many components and is ridiculous, and just see when it breaks. I mean, I honestly, I thought that this would break. The fact that this got all the way down to making the picture of the game, and then all I had to do was sort of manually tell it to make the other pieces, is pretty astounding. It really is. Gem miners. Fucking bonkers. All right, if you don't know like where I am right now, I am at this thing called the AI Salon, the Salon.ai. We're going to start calling it the Salon. The Salon is a community of AI optimists that was started the week after ChatGPT came out. So wait, we can have them execute on specific tasks, design and create? Yeah, Mel, that's exactly what, you can basically tell it, come up with some concepts, pick some concepts based on this criteria, flesh out those concepts, write a creative brief for this thing, write a marketing brief for that thing, give me 20 things out of the creative brief, give me 10 things out of the marketing brief, execute them, make the images, yeah, and it just fucking does it. It just goes and goes and goes. I don't want a new toy, I want that one. All right, well, let's see. Wonder where, I bet I could paste all of that into, hang on. I bet I could paste all of that into that article. So let me go back and get the rules. Creative brief for gem miners. Okay, so we're gonna go response 6, creative brief for gem miners. There's the rules, descriptions of the pieces, and the box cover art. Okay, so these are the rules of the game, Master Alexander. So at the bottom of this, I'll edit this, and below all this, I'll go how do I insert new line? Insert new line. There we go. Here are all of the rules and descriptions. All right, so if anyone wants to, and I think this would be a really cool idea. It might be a fun collaboration. If anyone wants to take this game and turn it into an online game, all the rules are in there now. So you now have enough stuff. You've got artwork. You've got enough stuff down here that you could create a software version of this game and we could all play it one night. I like it. All right? So let's ask it to send a launch email for a new product for your turtle friend. Oh, man. All right. I don't want a new toy. I want that one. I got approached today by a friend to help them with images for a board game and cards. That's hilarious. I was trying to use DALL-E 3 to generate an image. Oh, that's really cool. What is that? A little meerkat. Nice. Thank you. Who gave that to me? Thank you for that. I didn't see who the name was. I was captivated by the meerkat, and by the time I looked up, you were gone. For a different game, but it was always a fail. I was trying to use DALL-E 3 to generate an image for a different game, but it was always a fail. In general, if it's failing, it may not have enough context. So the more, why I think it got this stuff good is it had all that context before it, like the rules and the creative brief and then the description of the pieces and the box and things like that. So it might help to just tell ChatGPT to generate all that shit for you. All right, I'm going to get out of here. We'll leave crypto miners up here as our exit image. If you're not part of the AI Salon, go to the salon.ai, check that out. Join the community. There's a button there that says join community. Doesn't cost you anything. There's now a 6-step onboarding process, which is really cool. We just redesigned it. Step 1, check out what we're about. If you don't like what we're about, don't fucking join. If you read what we're about and you're like, holy shit, this sounds amazing, fucking join. Step 2, introduce yourself. It's a community. I'm losing my voice. I sound like Larry David. What's with the everything bagel? They just sweeping stuff up off the floor and rolling the bagel in it? It's like the leftovers. I'm watching Seinfeld right now. We're living in a society here. So introduce yourself. I feel more irregular than ever. There you go. Perfect. So life's tough. Tougher when you're stupid. I feel more irregular than ever. So the introduce yourself section, step 2 of this 6-step thing. Be generous, be brave, introduce yourself, tell us who you are, join the community, all right? And then just follow the rest of the steps. The last one is hop into the water cooler and start talking about AI. If you haven't played with AI, this group's amazing for you. If you have played with AI and you're the only one in your life that is excited about it and everyone else is like, oh, God, Jim, could we fucking not with the AI? Seriously? Can we just eat our burgers? Can we just eat our jalapeno poppers in peace without talking about the virtues of... Please, Jim, please? Oh, God, he's going again. If that's the response you get, you need to be in this group. Because we're all the ones... We're like Jim. Hey, you want to hear about some cool AI stuff? Hey, did you hear what AI did today? Have you heard of Mr. Strawberry? There's this woman named Lily, and we think she's a robot, but she might not be a robot, but she thinks she's a robot. If she's a robot, she's a really good robot. That's us. Come hang out with us. I don't think it's mites. I'm pretty sure it's not. Can we just eat our burgers? Kelly Camp's like, can I show you another parlor trick? We're good. No, oh yeah, no, go ahead, please. Yeah, show me. Yeah, it can make images. Oh, those images are pretty good, but can we just finish our burgers, please? All right, so go do that. Let me find out. Kyle is actually ChatGPT 8. All right, thank you, Irregulars. Thank you, mods. It was swell tonight. Well, for me, it wasn't even swell for me. I feel uncomfortable because I don't like what happened this week. I don't like the NFT broness of it. But now that I'm thinking about it, this is a Worldcoin. They're a bunch of NFT bros. All right, it makes sense now. I wonder if Lily actually works for Worldcoin. Because the lady doth protest too much, methinks. At the beginning, she's like, I'm not related, I'm not associated in any way with Worldcoin, and I resent them trying to tell me that it's all about Worldcoin. Baking soda for 5 seconds on the scalp will help. Wash pillowcases too. I feel used. Thank you for making us aware now, Kyle. Seriously. Well, listen. This is still Chat TMZ. All of my theories about what they did are just theories. I don't have any inside information. I'm just trying to put piece parts together. But that's what I think's going on. And maybe over the weekend we find out something different. But I have a feeling this is related to Worldcoin. It actually makes sense now. Now that I just like, oh yeah, it's an NFT project, right? The passport, the World ID, is an NFT. It just happens to be an NFT that's used for access instead of, having crazy monkeys on it. It's a passport. It's just a different kind of NFT. It's one that's actually got a function in the world that's useful. But that actually makes sense now. That's why the riddles. That's why, yep. That's why they have some inside information from OpenAI, but OpenAI is like, hey, that's not us. Don't, that's not us. Makes sense. All right, that's it. I'm going to get out of here. Friday night, you got the weekend off. I think I'm going to do nothing with AI this weekend. I think you should do the same. We'll find out soon enough if something's dropping. Unless you're really excited about it. Master Alexander, I think you need to make that board game into a computer game, and then we can go play it. But the other people, you can take the weekend off. But anyway, I'll see you Monday. Let's do a little romper room magic mirror. We got Winston Hardy, good to see you, sir. Joey in the house. Dr. J, Spin B3, Danielle, be not afraid. Master Alexander's going to try. Nice. Love it. Go play. Play first. Tobias in the house against the norm is here. Monday at 5 Mountain. AI life hacks. Oh, cool. All right. Yeah. So go to the AI Salon. Check out. There's a guild called AI Life Hacks. And they're having a meeting on Monday at 5 o'clock Mountain. Kirk T, good to see you. Frumple, good to see you. Emilio's wife, thank you. Detroit J. Holden in the house. Side Hustle Mimi. Papa JJ. Teton Skier. Cosmic Lover in the house. Dr. J, I think I said that already, but that's okay. We can say Dr. J more than once. Gavin Biddy here. What's that? Verifier. Nice. Champy thinks you have the mange. I probably got the mange from Champy. I gotta stop making out with the dog, getting the mange. All right, fantastic. Silver Fox, let's see. Mr. IT. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm doing it. Daisy May, thank you. Good thoughts tonight. Long week. Yeah, it's been a long week. So get some rest. I'm gonna get some rest. Yeah, it was a weird sort of funky week, but fun and interesting. Good times. And the fact that we're in a conversation now about we need to be able to tell who's human, that's a very different conversation than we've ever been in. So shit's changing. It's going to get weird. So hold on to your hats. Thank you, everyone. Hope you had a good night. Friday night, date night. It was fun tonight. Night, everybody.